Hey brother, Stuart Matola here, men's relationship coach. I hope you're having a great day. And this is the video for the guy who feels trapped in a sexless marriage with an avoidant woman. And I made a video about this a few weeks ago. I'll leave a post to it below. And I said I'd deliver on a second part, which talked about how to start to prime the pump of sexuality without having sex, okay? Now, up front, you may be like, what's the frickin' point of that? And I know I would have said that when I was in that situation of trapped in a sexless marriage. And there was a sense of, I want what I want, and I'm impatient, and I don't want to even play games. I don't even have to prime a damn pump. And then there's other guys who are like, yeah, you know what? Touch would be nice, some kind of touch, an openness, and an emergence into trust and physical connection. And yeah, hell yeah, I wanna go all the way. But to know that I'm on the path towards that, sure, I'm not supposed to be attached to to a specific outcome, but I want that outcome. So how do you hold both? So this is that video that I promised. And so there's a way that when your wife or partner has pulled away from you, and notice if this is true for you, that she's shut down, there's kind of a wall up. And there's a way in which she doesn't trust to engage physically with you at any level, even a stroking of the inner thigh, a grabbing of the ass, any of that doesn't feel safe to her because she knows eventually you just want to penetrate her. And there's a way in which she doesn't feel safe to go all the way. And some guys, especially the macho guys who are not really sensitive to the deeper processes of physical intimacy and how to integrate that into a relational dynamic with a partner, would just be like, oh, I'm not kowtowing to her and, you know, she can't rob me of my sexuality. If you're that guy, this is not for you, unless you're willing to open up and be challenged, okay? But for the guy who gets it, like, yeah, Stuart, that makes sense. Like, I understand it's about trust, but I don't know how to get her to trust me. Well, stop trying to get her to trust you. Okay? Instead, be in the trust within yourself. Okay, now what does that mean? To be in the trust within yourself begins with trusting your own sexual energy and that it lives inside of you. And that might even start with a little bit of self-pleasuring, you know, feeling that tingling on the chest. A lot of, you know, again, if you're the guy who's like, I ain't touching myself, that's you know, that's for sissies. Again, you're just waking up the sensual energy in her arm, noticing, like, oh yeah, wow, okay. Whew, ugh. That's your sexuality, okay? On the most basic level, that's your sexuality, that's your sensuality, okay? That's the trailhead to physical connection and intimacy. Okay. So now, then you bring that to her and you set a container and you take penetration off the table because that's how she's going to be safe to eventually be open to penetration. You say, hey, baby, I want to spend some time with you. There's a way in which we have not been physically intimate and I miss that part of us and you're the one I've chosen for that. And I understand there might be some things that I don't do right, but if we can put that aside for a little bit, I want to step into an invitation that I have of you and let me know what else would make you feel safe to step into that, because I know there's a dynamic where you think any touch is going to lead to physical penetration with you. But I'm taking that off the table for now because I just want to experience connection with you. And yes, I want to hold you. I want to hug you. I want to feel you without clothing. Maybe we keep our bottoms on, you know, okay? And so, brother, if you don't feel like you can do this, then don't propose something that you can't deliver on, okay? Now, there is some training for a man. You can, you know, drop me a line. That's a training that I help men, how to experience sexuality without going straight into the sex, because that will prime the pump. And what you'll find out, too, is it expands the whole field of interaction with your partner where you can experience joy, trust, connection without just, you know, having sex. And the beauty is once you engage, we can call that the tantric field, once you engage that and widen it, okay, with yourself, with your partner, it creates so much more variation because so many couples get trapped in the, you know, goal-oriented, orgasm one and done, blah, blah, blah. It's just like one way highway. I'm inviting you into a vast network of opportunities here. And this is where it starts. Okay. So at the end of the day, do you want to do this work or not? Do you want to grow or not? Okay. Because I believe this is an invitation into growth. And I want to be clear, there's a certain level at which if she's not willing to do any of the work or meet you anyway, part way, then if you're trying to create a relationship with a dead-end alley. And that's a different conversation that I often have with guys. And that is the time to consider if this is the relationship ecosystem, the sexual ecosystem that you want to live in, especially if you're married for life. So anyway, brother, I hope this was helpful. If you dug this, check out links to my work below. Thanks for watching and subscribe to my channel. Have a kick-ass day. Bye.